Thank you, sir.
I'm going to restart. I have captured my. And I'm going to mute you guys because the ambient noise.
Hansu Matabushis. I cannot see you though.
They're hiding. Mata
Say
hiding.
it again. Ma'am. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Cool. So now, remember? Make sure you're all muted.
Okay.
There we go. Okie doke. Ooh, forgot to. Okay. Now, y'all, if you didn't before, you know my first name. I forgot to change to Master Barnes. That's all right. I do have a first name. Mr. Z is going to flip this around so we can do the cameras. Last time, let me see. Hold on. So what we're going to start off with is we'll do regular jumping jacks. We're only going to do a few. I'm going to give Mr. Z a chance to tighten things up here on our mirror. Hopefully this is the last time we use the mirror. Who knows whether we'll have added restrictions down the road. But
Hansu Rachel.
get out of the way here. Turn this around for him and keep it. Whoop, and let me just plug it so you don't have to deal with that nonsense. Give us a sec. I'm just gonna wait because I want to try a different color. I'll leave it to you. I don't know what that is. Hold on. Some minor technical difficulties here.
Hansu Cameron.
Sue, ma'am, I had the wrong IP address.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You mean meeting ID? This time is phone.
Yep.
Charged. Yes, Cameron, you are the king of technical difficulties.
Thank you, sir. Wait, hold on.
That was a compliment, but
Hansu Katie.
I twisted my ankle, sir, so
Cameron, I don't want to hear the injury list from you, man. I swear to
Okay,
God,
like my profile on chainsaw.
I'm gonna wrap you in bubble wrap. And Try this second.
you know what? I need my own.
We're normally very, very good at this, but we've been so. It feels like we've been ridden hard and put out wet. Just if you take some of this feeling out.
We are getting ourselves.
All right. Yeah, there you go. I'm talking.
You should all be on mute right now anyway. If you're not on mute, mute yourselves, please. I muted everybody, so Cameron, Katie, mute yourself. That's good.
sorry, sir.
Okay, everybody. Face here. You bow. Step out. To me. We're going to try something. We did this in Masters Club yesterday. We're going to try it again. This is twisting jumping jacks. So instead of just facing me the whole time, every time your feet are apart, you're going to turn sideways. And then you're going to come together and sideways the other way. So it looks like this. Hana, do, say. And that's one like that. We're going to do 20 of them. We did 30 in Masters Club. Once you learn to do this, it's very easy. It's kind of like switching your feet. Boom. And then you come center. Boom. Like that. Okay? So, and sorry to the people who know how to do this. I'm going to start a little slowly because slower hurts more. Okay? Keep your hands up the whole time. Don't let them hang down by your sides like fighting stances. Okay? 20 of them. Ready? Begin. Hana, do, say. 1. Hana, do, say. 2. Hana, do, say. 3. Hana, do, say. 4. Hana, do, say. 5. Hana, do, say. 6. Hana, do, say. 7. Hana, do, say. 8. Hana, do, say. 9. Hana, do, say. A little faster here. Hana, do, say. 1. Do, say. 2. Hana, do, say. 3. Do, say. 4. Hana, do, say. 5. Do, say. 6. Hana, do, say. 7. Hana, do, say. 8. Hana, do, say. 9. Hana, do, say. 10. Good. Okay, excuse me. Hard to count and speak on every rep and do it at the same time. Okay? So, every rep like that. Up Riki again, front starts kicking. I've been cleaning, not stretching, so I gotta get myself loose as well. Hands up, ready. Ha. Pull. Say. Nay. Tassel. Yassel. Ilgo. Yudo. Hope. other side. Ready? Hana. Tool. Say. Nay. Tasso. Yasso. Ilgo. Yudo. Aho. And yeah. Good. Okay. Legs wide. Back to this side. Cameron and Katie on the last class. Starting similarly, at least with this part, and to the other side. And keep moving. A little bit of movement here. Right? I never want to bounce when things are locked. But I can bounce a little as long as I'm flexing here. Right? This is, it's hard. You're not going to injure yourself bouncing a little here. It's when you get here and you bounce that it's dangerous. And here. Now remember, both heels down. I'm going to go deeper here. I'm going to try and get my butt close to the ground. Other side. Going deeper each time. And now look, I'm getting my head up. Other side. One more time. And here. Good. Okay, bring them together. Getting the inside of the legs a little bit. And again, as I get looser, my butt goes down and my head, my shoulders come up. Hands down. Same thing. Fingers pushing down in, butt pushing up behind. Hamstring stretch. Now, move my feet a little wider and do the same thing. I'm not going to get as low. But I'm going to sit and let my body weight do some of the work. And now, bring them in a little closer. Hands down. Good. Okay, from here, big circles. Forward. Now backwards. Other side, big circles forward. And backwards. Good. Twist. And again, all these movement-based stretches. Get a little blood flow. Heart's pumping. Muscles are saying, I want that, I want that, I want that. Helps heat your muscles up. Blood's warm. Good. Here. Get in your horse stance. Hands out in front. Right? Open. Push them behind you. I'll try to push them as far behind me as I can. Forward. Out again. Okay, from here. So I'm sorry. So from here, I'm gonna keep my legs bent. I'm gonna push this shoulder. We're pushing the inside of this leg, push it down in front. Got confused there for a second. And now the other side, this actually goes all the way to the lower back because it's twisting down here. Young people won't feel it. Anybody over 30 probably does. And one more time. Good, okay. Setting up, turn on fixed uniforms. We're going to background together. Background with tension up. Good, start facing trip. Niba, say kamsamnida. Tongsu. We're going to use the same lesson plan today that we used on Tuesday. We're going to do different walking techniques. But what we're focused on is two things. One, we're going to help you remember the walking techniques. We're going to do 4, 5, and 6. We're going to do them 5 times a side. And what we're going to do is we're going to do them forward. So like number 4, reinforced block, reverse punch, low knife hand. But then we're going to teach you to turn them. Because we have students who struggle with the turn. And all you're going to do, you're not going to do the whole walking technique because you're facing away from me. All you're going to do is you're going to do the first move of that walking technique. So if I step out this way, that's the first move. Punch, low knife. And then I'm going to chamber, I'm going to look, and I'm going to turn. Yeah, like that. And that's all you're going to do because it's not about memorizing the walking technique. You're working on the walking technique when we step forward. Then you're thinking about the turn, right? Okay, so we're going to do 4, 5, and 6. Remember, 1, 2, and 3 are advanced brown to red. 4, 5, and 6 are red to advanced red, right? So Morgan, people like that need to work on knowing these. So everybody should be 5 on this side, 5 on this side. Actually, let's make it 4 and we'll see because number 7 is the last one that doesn't have any kicking. We'll do 4 aside because I'm looking at the clock. I want to make sure we have time for what else I have planned. Okay, so knuckles here. And again, senior belts. I'm going to go slowly on the walking technique. If you guys want to do it at full speed. So if I'm and just before we start, if I'm a senior belt, I'm looking out here. 1, rocking. 2, twisting. And when I twist, I shift my weight back. Yeah. Right? So that's black belts. I'm thinking black belts, okay? So from here, knuckles here, stepping forward with your left foot, stepping out, reinforced block. 1, aim, reverse punch, chamber, step back. Yeah. Now, knuckles to front hip. Here's the part we're working on. This is my left shoulder. It's in front. I'm going to look over my back shoulder, and I'm just going to move my back foot into a front stance facing the other way. Yeah. Like that. Right? So I have my left foot forward. Excuse me. Left foot close to you, right foot close to the flags. When I turn, my left foot is still closer to you, and my right foot is still closer to the flags. It's just that I got my back to you. The other thing is, remember, I've talked about this, the cadence. We've got 3 moves. The cadence is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not 1, 2, 3, because then you're skipping chambers, okay? So, second rep, this side, stepping out. 8, 1, aim, 2, twist. Yeah. Here's our turn. Knuckles to front hip, just like I was going to do another one walking towards you, like I would go like this. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to look over my back shoulder, move my back foot in the front stance. Yeah. That's 2. So, number 3. So, knuckles here, stepping out, reinforced block, aim, reverse punch, chamber, slide back fighting stance. Yeah. Knuckles to front hip, so the come in would be D-row, which means prepare to turn. So I chamber, look over my back shoulder, hurrah, pull my back foot in, step out. Yeah. That's it. Good. That's 3. I'm going to do the last one a little faster. I know some of you may leave you behind a little bit. Make sure everybody gets something. So, number 4, one more time. Ready? 8. 1, 2, chamber. Yeah. Now you hear D-row, knuckles, look over your back shoulder, hurrah. Yeah. Borrow. Okay? So, excuse me, I'm going to tie this. Now we'll do the other side, same one. It's funny because what I see in students is generally, and it's not because if you're right side dominant, it's not necessarily the right side that's always your best side. But students will be good at one on one side and not as good on another. And I would ask the senior belts, are you better with your knife hand defense this side or this side? Because I struggle, I fight every single day to make sure that I can't answer that question. That the answer is neither. But everybody has that tendency. So from here, we're going to step out with this foot, your right foot now, stepping forward, reinforced block, aim, reverse punch, chamber first, slide back fighting stance. Yeah. Now D-row, chamber on your front hip. My back shoulder is different. I'm not going to twist my neck into a knot. I'm just going to look behind me. Hurrah. Yeah. Wow. So remember, we're working on our turns as well as our walking techniques. Knuckles to front hip, number 2. Or number 4, second time. Ready? 8. 1. Aim. 2. Chamber. Yeah. D-row. Knuckles to front hip, look over your back shoulder. Hurrah. Yeah. And borrow. I don't even know if Master Vendetti's seeing it or she's commenting on it, but my guess is some of you are floating your technique. I don't care whether I'm doing it slowly. When I say I'm doing it slowly, I'm putting a lot of space between each technique. But I'm never floating this technique. I'm always snapping it out. Okay, so number 3, third rep, number 4. Ready? 8. 1. Aim. 2. Chamber. Yeah. Right?
Good hip rotation stuff. That was good.
Good. D-row, look over your back shoulder. Knuckles on your front hip and look over your back shoulder. Move the back foot. Turn your back to me. Yeah. And borrow. One more rep on this side. Knuckles here. Stepping out. Ready. Reinforced block. Aim. Reverse punch. Load. Yeah. D-row. Knuckles front hip. Look over your back shoulder. Yeah. And borrow. Okay. So that's number 4. Remember, getting the turns right. We see people all the time, even people who have red belt tested, who've known the walking techniques for years, 18 months, still struggle with the turns. I understand because I did this when I was in my late 20s when I first learned to turn, when I first walked into a karate school. Confusing at first, but I invested my head, my energy in figuring it out, and I practiced it until it became second nature. So Chudi. Okay, we're gonna start left side. Number 5 starts the way number 4 ended. It's low knife hand defense first. Shift out into front stance, reverse spear hand attack, and then aim, high knife hand strike. We see that all the time. We see people go here and they go, hiya, like that. So I'm gonna show you the cadence. 1, 2, 3, 4, hiya, and that's 5. 5 steps. How fast you can do the 5 steps is fine, but if you do 4 steps, you did it wrong. Okay? So
This is important for red belts going for advanced red. I mean, it's important for everybody because these are good fundamentals to work on, but specifically that group, you need to know this, okay?
I would think that if you were a red belt and I was working on this, that you would be as focused as anything we're going to do in class today, because these you need to know. And you right now are in a position where you can get ahead of all the red belts who either aren't taking class or aren't paying attention when they do. Okay, so from here, 2 chamber, stepping out with your left foot, low knife, shift, push down, front stance, reverse spear, aim, hiya. Now, D-row, I'm going to chamber and look over my back shoulder. Tora, I pull my back foot in and then step out. Hiya. And borrow. You notice I don't go anywhere. So we see people all the time. They do this, or they do this, and then they go like this and they step, which means you travel. The center of my body is going to stay in the same place. Okay. So here we go. Number 2, second rep. Number 5. Ready? Yank, low knife. 1. Shift your front foot out. Spear. Aim. Hiya. D-row. Chamber. Go over the back shoulder. Tora. Back foot in. Step out. Low knife. Hiya. All I want is the low knife. I don't want you. And senior belts, if you want to do another rep, black belts, that's fine. When you turn, do the whole thing. That's fine. I just want to make sure the junior belts, and I'm talking about even the advanced red belts and pre-test ones. Don't do a full rep. I want you to get the turns right. Okay? So 2B, here's our 3rd rep right here. Okay? Stepping out, low knife 1. 1. Shifting out. Remember, my hips are pointing that way. I'm going to shift out so I can turn them to you. 2. Aiming. Hiya. Now D-row. In front. Look over the back shoulder. Tora. Slide the back foot in. Hiya. Good fighting stance. And borrow. Is that 2? Is that 3? I think this is the 4th rep. Here. Last one. This foot steps out. Right? Stepping out. 1. Shift my front foot to the side. 2. Aiming. Hiya. D-row, chamber, look out, and you can even turn this in, so I went from here. D-row, this is absolutely fine. Tora. Hiya. And borrow. One of the things about that too is I see a lot of people, they're here. Hiya. And they kind of stand up from here. I don't feel like I can move well from here. So I'm here and I do this D-row. It's almost like I feel like I sit down and I'm ready to go. Boom, like that. Because when my legs are bent, they're loaded. The muscles are tight, which means I can push really hard, okay? So, number 5, right side. Here, good. Stepping out, low knife 1. Shift your front foot out. Reverse spear hand 2. Aim, chop, D-row. Shift, Tora. Right, facing away. Good, borrow. Well, my stance was going away. I was looking at you. 2nd rep, number 5, right side, right here. Stepping out. 1. Shift. 2. Aim. D-row. Here. Turn, sit. Tora. Back foot in. Step out. Good. 3rd rep. Here. Stepping out. Low knife. Shift. Push down. Reverse spear. Aim. Good. D-row. Snap. Looking over his shoulder. Tora, back foot in, and shift. And black belts, one of the things I would tell you, and all you students. So I just went, low knife reverse, spear hand. When I do this here, I'm always moving back so I can move into that. I don't want to be in a position where I go like this. This technique isn't going sideways, it's going out. The attack's coming at me and I'm going out. Last one, number 5, rep 4. Turns out, stepping out, low knife 1. Shift, reverse spear 2, aim, D-row, look, sit, hurrah, nice Nice deep stance. Good. Borrow. And part of the reason is I'm offset. You can't see because I always want when I'm head on, I want to be able to see space between my legs right here. Number 6. Wow, number 6 gets problematic. Number 6 is 2 outside in blocks in front stance with a reinforced block and fighting stance at the end. The key here is the chambering of these outside in blocks. I'm going to show you from the side. I go here. What we see a lot of times, we see this. Boom, boom. There's no chamber for that. It's 1, aim, and turn. So I did 1. This thumb's on top. This hand's out here. I turn them both over and extend the front one. 2, twisting and slide back like that. For the senior belts, for the black belts, if I go like this and then this, there's no way that I have time to put hip rotation in. Right? So I go here, boom, like that, okay? So here we go. Left foot first, stepping out. Outside in block 1. Aim and turn the other hand over. Outside in block 2. Hands go back. See, I sit in and turn that heel in. Now D-row. Aim. You're going to wrap it past your back shoulder. Torah. Back foot comes in, steps out. Borrow. I'm going to show the black belts this really quickly. From here, remember when you're turning, this is one of those ones where you have to work to get your rotation. D-row. Torah, you got to open and rotate back in. I know that's a block, but that's offensive hip turn. Defensive hip turn, offensive hip turn. Okay? Second rep. Aiming. Front stance, outside in block. Aim, reverse, outside in block. Knuckles back, slide back, fighting stance. Good. D-row. Aim. Back past your back shoulder. Torah. Put your back foot in, step back out. And borrow. Third repetition. Aiming. Stepping out with your left foot. 1. Aim. 2. Back. Now D-row. Wrap. Torah. Put your back foot in, step back out away from me. Borrow. The last one. Again, you see the cadence. Walking techniques are cool because they're one of the only techniques that we do where you're doing them in a group and you don't have to keep pace with the person next to you. You get to go 1, aim, 2, back, like that. Someone else may be going like this. They're going to get a bad grade and you're going to get a good grade even if they finish first, okay? So last time on this side. Ready? 1, aim, 2, back, It's a 5 count. D-row, aim, wrap, Torah, slide away, and step out. And borrow. Another thing about that, you see here, when I Torah, I need to get a lot of width here. So I pull back, that allows me to step out and get my width, okay? So we're gonna do the right side 4 times and we're gonna move on. I'm looking at the clock and I'm trying to think about, okay. Anyway, I'm trying to think about who's in class. So here we go. Right foot steps, outside in block. Right foot stepping, outside in block. 1. Aim. Reverse outside in block 2. Hands go back. Now D-row. Aim like I was going to step forward, but I'm not. I'm going to wrap it past my back shoulder. Torah. Pull the back foot in, step out. And borrow. These are all skills. I've tried to pick skills, not just memorization, but the skills underlying. Like I said, this has been an opportunity for all of us to work on things. There were 20 of you in here, we were doing this. It's hard to make everybody go back. Okay, no, you two, go back, do that again. You gotta make everybody, you can do this at your own pace, you're in your own place, okay? So from here, we're taking advantage of that format. So second rep, ready, stepping out, outside in block 1, aim, reverse outside in block 2, back, slide back, D-row, aim past your back shoulder, Torah. And borrow. Okay, this one I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do the cadence. So aiming here, step in. 1, 2, 3, 4. D-row, aim, wrap, Torah, back. And borrow. Last one. Do your best, junior belts. I'm going to do this at my pace, okay? This is a kind of black belts, go along. If you keep up with me and you miss a step, slow down. I'd rather you do it right and keep up with my pace. So some of you may go faster than me. If you're going faster than me, my guess is I'm pretty quick. My guess is that you're leaving something out. Okay, so last rep. Ready? Zero. Hurrah! All right. I hit every.
But make sure lead when you do the turn, it's same foot, same hand that's out in front. Otherwise, good job.
Okay, yeah, that's, remember, I start like this. My right foot, my right hand. I turn my left foot, my left hand. So I'm not, the reverse technique is second. So everybody face here. If you get it, you bow, say kamsamnida, tungsu. Good, okay. So we're gonna work dragon set a couple times left, a couple times right, and then tiger set twice. That's gonna be what we're gonna do. And again, I know a lot of you were thinking, oh, I know this, oh, I know this. I talked to the last class about this. We have so many people pursuing volume and not as many people performing quality. The underlying techniques are what are important in the execution of those techniques. If you can do 35 techniques, but every punch you throw is ineffective, then you really can't defend yourself, right? So the quality of your technique matters more than the quantity. So we'll do dragon set first, we'll do it twice. And again, I'm gonna have to shuffle to stay in frame. The fact is that if I did, and just stay there, if I did basic block set, 1, 2, 3, yeah, you see I'm almost out of frame. That's 4 moves. Dragon set has like 9, 10, I don't know, I never counted. So, retreat, give out, 2D. Good, we say dragon set, sir. This hand in front, this foot steps out, step out. Low knife, both hands back, high knife. Knuckles to front hip, step forward, fighting stance, reinforced block. Cross your wrist, step forward, front stance. 2 up, 2 down. Pull back, double punch. Trail hand on top, turn sideways, step in a horse stance. High block, remember both of my hands are closer to you than my head. Pull my hands away from you, shift, strike. I need to be able to drive specifically that back hip because that's the strike. I need to drive that into the technique. Back leg, front, kick. Yeah. Slide up, tung su. Make sure when you do that, you bring your knee up here. You finish the kick, cross your arms. You have to reach in with that kick to give you time to get that cross. That's what that is.
Parker, that was good. Just hold your stances and hold your blocks so I can see them, okay?
I'll slow it down. Parker, stay with me. Everybody, all the junior belts, senior belts, as long as you don't miss anything, do it at your own pace, okay? That's another nice thing is we got an entire class. Junior belts don't have to rush. Senior belts don't have to slow down. Okay, 2D. One more time, say dragon sit, sir. At the end of every move, you should pose long enough so someone could snap a picture of that perfect technique. Chambering here, step out. 1, back, 2. Knuckles first. Cross your wrist, step forward. Up, down. Here's my pose. Pull back, double punch, I pose. On top. Hammer fist, high block. Pull my hand away. Shift. Back leg, front. Kick. Yeah. Slide up.
Good job, Chase. But when you do your low knife and your high knife, the first one, make sure that other hand is doing something too. So both hands move together, okay?
Thank you, Master Vendetti. That's something that a lot of people struggle with. I was doing left side. So we see a lot of this. See how this hand's not moving? Both hands out, both hands back, both hands out, okay? I know it seems like a lot of work, but the fact is that by doing that, it takes it away from your arm and shoulder and puts it in your chest.
Unmute.
Okay, and everybody. So from here, 2D. Other side, say dragon sit, sir. Like this. Turn, step out. Low knife, both my hands go back. High knife. Knuckles to front hip, step forward. Fighting stance. Reinforced block. Cross your wrist, step forward. Double inside block, double low block. Pull your hands back. Double punch. Hands on top, stepping out. Horse stance, hammer fist, high block. Pull your hands away. Here we're gonna shift. I'm gonna drive that left hip. Black belts, watch. Boom. Drive that hip. See the belt swinging. Good. Back leg, front. Kick. Yeah. Slide up, tung su. I would encourage all of you, when you're in a position of black belts, you should know this too. Boom. Just pause for a second. Anytime you are given the chance, and black belts who know yoke jump, Pausing for a moment longer in a crane stance or in a one-legged stance is always desirable because what you're doing is say, hey, look, I got my balance. It's the people who go like this who go, then I'm going to grade differently because it doesn't look to me like they can hold their balance. They're just bouncing through. 1, 2, like that. I want to see the, like that, okay? So we chew me last time for dragon set. Say dragon set, set! Hands here. Turning, stepping out. Low knife, back, high knife. Knuckles to front hip, fighting stance. Reinforced block. Cross your wrist, step forward. Double inside block, double low block. Pull back, double punch. Remember, whatever foot's in back, that hand's on top. Step out, hammer fist, horse stance, high block. Pull your hands away. Shift, drive, here. Back leg, front, kick. Yeah.
That was good, Parker. Good job.
Tung Su. It's funny. I don't know. I could pick out in this whole process. One of the things that I liked about this process is I could literally map a class out with a rep count and run it. I know we have time based on what timing I have in my head to do dragon set twice, do a little fitness at the end, and end when I want to. And that's not always something we can do live, so I've taken advantage of that. One of the things I would tell you guys is, I don't know about you guys, but I've learned about stuff that I've gotten during this time period where I've gotten lazy in my own technique. Like I noticed when I got in a fighting stance, this foot was turned out a little bit. It wasn't right here where I need it to be. I've noticed that stuff. I've noticed that when I step in a left side front stance, I was stepping and it was more like this. I need it to be longer. I need my front stance. I realized I needed those to be longer. Left side more than right. This has helped me a lot. I think I got a little lazy. I was doing techniques in little teeny increments. I wasn't doing them in whole like that. So this has helped me a lot as a martial artist, okay? And as an instructor, because God, if you knew how I was to figure this out. Good, somebody turn attention. Can you bow to me? Good, say tiger sit, sir. And again, junior belts. If you struggle with this a little bit, it's all right. The fight counts a lot. So it has Son Chibi, hands open, feet come together, shoot that out of your chest. Remember, it's like you're trying to stay here and somebody grabs your wrists and they pull you around. You're fighting. All of a sudden your shoulders turn and your hips turn and your feet turn and this hand comes on top. Yeah, like that. Hand on top, high hand on top. Pivot, bring your feet together. Low knife. I'm sorry, low block, excuse me. Under, shift out. Block, twist, punch. Chamber across. Back leg, get the leg up. Good, side. Kick. Double low block. Good horse stance here. Good. Now from here, hands up. Just like we were doing in dragon step, we've got to turn instead of shifting. Turn. Strike. On top. Shift back. Now remember, high hand goes down, other hand on top. I shift back into horse stance and I'm going to center up. Chop. This is solar plexus, fingertips to solar plexus. Punch, cross first. Now twist. Punch, horse stance. Cross, twist. Under. And I'm going to shuffle to stay center, but actually I won't. Back. Hold. I'm sorry. I did this before. From here. Elbow. Back fist. Mr. Donahue caught me on Tuesday. Open the hand. Crescent, spinning crescent. So from here. Crescent. Right? Jump spinning crescent. Elbow down. 2, 3. Load. Yeah. Slide up. Tung Su.
Don't forget, you can't take somebody's head off to elbow them. You have to bring your elbow to their head.
Oh, well, Master Vendetti's talking about is from here. You can't go, it's not that. You're not slapping your elbow. The guy's out there, you block, you grab his head, you hold his head, and you bang, and hit him like that. We see that all the time. The two things in this, well, two of the things we see the most are we see the elbow slap rather than the elbow strike. And we see the crescent kick here, like that, okay? One of the things you notice, and I'm gonna shuffle this time, this is for the senior belts. If you do this right, because of the shifts, the shifting, the different shifts, this will shift me this way, right? Okay, it just does. So I'm gonna shuffle a little bit, so I'm gonna stay right in front of my computer screen. Somebody chewy. Say, tiger sit, sir. Open my hands. Tiger sit, Chimbi. And don't take the chumbi for granted. Getting into a chumbi with a little bit of flair will set the tone. Somebody's watching you, whether it's here in the school and we're watching you. By the way, there are times where somebody's doing something so well in a class of 20 that I get stuck. I find myself getting stuck watching that person because I enjoy watching them. For the same reason that if you're not putting effort in, I get stuck watching you. I know Master Vendetti and Master Coffin, Mr. Minikowski, particularly Master Vendetti, I talk about this. When we see someone dogging it, we're watching them the whole time, the whole class. We're going like that. So give your best effort, okay? So we're here. And I'm just trying to stay off the seam lines. Twisting, this hand on top. Yeah. Turning. Don't forget that chamber. Crossing, defense punch, chamber, back leg, get that full pivot, side kick, double low block. Good, back. Remember, we got to turn all the way around. Turning, strike, back. From here, step back, square your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is where it kicks us off center. Our center line's here, but we got to move back over that leg. So from here, back, elbow. And again, here's what we're talking about. I block here, I turn my hand out, and I bring my elbow out to the hand, and then back fist like that. Here we go. So, crescent, jump spinning crescent. Down, 2, 3. Good. Slide up, tongue soup. Okay.
Well done, Samanio. And Vivu, that was a good 360 kick.
Good job, fellas. Good. Everybody face here. Feet together. Good. Say kamsamnida. Tongue soup. Okay. Like I said, this week, we're just heavy on the fitness. I'm going to ask Mr. Z to hit me once with a cube. Hit me, man. Hit me. Oofa. Right pectoral muscle.
You didn't specify, sir. Left or right?
Ooh. We got squats. It's funny. We got abs on Tuesday. We had squats in the last class. 10 frog jumps. I'm going to give that back to Mr. Z. So, frog jumps. Okay. So, for those of you, and I can't figure out why, I want everybody to try. It's down to the floor, knees up like that. 10 times, okay? They're working out next door. They're wusses, okay? So, 10 frog jumps. Ready. And it's down. I'm just going to say 1. Down, up, because I'd like to breathe during this. Or inhale. I'm breathing. I was exhaling. Good. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Everybody face here. Now, hold on once.
Just don't want to. Okay.
You wanted to throw it at me again.
Just one more.
You know what we're going to have to do?
It would have been, just saying, it
would've
would have been frog jumps again.
Frog jump. So we already did that. You know, he can do that. What he's going to have to do is he's going to throw it at me during class across from outside the waiting area. I'm going to have a Clorox wipe in both hands, and I'm going to catch it and drop it. Good. Everybody, cherry catch it. You know, I say, kamsamnida. Tongue soup. Good. Let's face Master Vendetti, please. Ready? Samadam kikinye. Kamsamnida. Tongue soup. So I'm coming in to chat with you all. If I can get our mirror contraption off. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Hold on a second. Got a little sweat going. Nice to end with those frog jumps. I like to do the hardest things at the end of a workout. I know that seems crazy, but I like to do it because it's when you test yourself the most. So, thank you all, first of all, for coming today. It was great to see you. You've seen the school. Mr. Z and I are going to do a little more cleaning when we're done. But it will look very different. I sent out procedures for class. I will send out in the next day or so the schedule of classes, how to register for classes, and also the login information, because each class we teach here live in person will be delivered via Zoom. I have set up a Zoom for every 4 o'clock class, every 5 o'clock class, every 6 o'clock class. Set it up through September. hoping we don't need it that long. So every class will be available to you live. We are not going to record them and download them like I've been doing with these classes, but we're doing 20 classes a week at this point, which means we have 200 karate servings at this point that we are allowed to deliver a week. Okay, so a couple of things. Number one, and I'll send an email out, but I wanted to tell you guys, if you sign up, show up. Unless you're coughing, hacking, fever, so on and so forth. If you are sick and you bail, we're fine with it, because honestly, we got a thermometer. You get anywhere near 100 degrees, we're going to turn you back around and send you away. We just have to. We have to because the law says we have to. We have to because we're responsible for the other students. And we have to, honestly, because it's not just me. If I go home, I got 4 other people living in my house. I got to take care of everybody. Okay. That being said, we've got all the safety precautions in place. I'm cautious about that, but I'm not scared at all. We wouldn't be opening if we thought it was irresponsible. Okay. And the other thing is, if I didn't let Master Vendetti make an announcement, I would probably be in serious trouble at this point.
This is big news, sir.
Mr. Z says this is big news. Master Vendetti, what is your announcement?
Saturday is something very, very special. Okay, it's very near and dear to my heart. And I'm so excited because I will be teaching and it will be pajama day. That means I'll be teaching in pajamas. You guys will be training in pajamas. And guess who's making a special guest appearance in his pajamas?
I swore I wouldn't do it when they brought it up, but it's put COVID to bed. This isn't getting up out of bed. This is your pajamas before you go to bed. We're putting COVID to bed. So
if you want to see Master Burns in his pajamas, make sure you're in class on Saturday.
It's got pro martial arts all over it, head to toe. It's a onesie with a zipper and footies. No, I'm kidding. I swore when this idea was floated by my staff 6 weeks ago, I said, that's fine, but I ain't coming. But you know what? I'm really happy that we're able to reopen. That does not mean that I'm going to see all of you immediately. I know that. But we're going to be here teaching students live, and we're going to put COVID-19 enforced closures to bed. And we're going to do it in our pajamas. Belts are optional. Okay? So, and again, I can't thank you guys enough. We have Saturday's classes. We will continue to broadcast virtual classes that will be available to you. If you're not comfortable coming back yet, I understand that. The procedure, we're taking we're going beyond. And again, Ms. Zelvin was so incredibly helpful in getting us the permission to do this, but we are going above and beyond what is asked of us by the government. Yes, let's give Ms. Zelvin a hand one more time. I mean, honestly, we wouldn't even be having this conversation if it wasn't for her. We are exceeding the standards of the CDC and the federal government and the state government, rather.
Without Ms. Zelvin's help, it might not be pajama day this weekend. So double thank you.
You know what? It would be pajama day, but I wasn't going to be in my pajamas. I'm doing it because she did all that work, okay? I just can't wait. I mean, I'm going to try not to think about what pajamas you guys wear. I'd rather just be surprised. And let's make sure that they're appropriate, Cameron.
You get busted.
So anyway, we look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday. I sent out an email about Pajama Day. It's up on Facebook. We hope that we have 100 people in class at this point. But thank you all for everything. We'll have Saturdays, this kind of virtual empty school schedule. And then starting Monday, we're going to roll the dice. So I ask you all to be patient. We're going to iron out this process and the procedures and stuff like that. But we're just really looking forward to getting back to something closer to normal and seeing you guys in person. So, Tung Su, everybody.
Tung Su, sir.